Hi, I'm Jess Bolton, and this is the Daily Mirror's Jess Saying. I'm very pleased to welcome today two of my favourite internet sensations. It's Ladbaby and Ladbaby Mum, Mark and Roxanne Hoyle.
Hey! Hi!
Thank you so much for coming today. It's lovely to see you both. And
Thank you very much for having us.
And I mean, you guys have done amazing since you're. I mean, in the last, so for people out there who to know your story, in the last sort of 5 years, you started your blog when you were first going to become a dad, and it has exploded and taken off. So now you've got 5.2 million Facebook followers, 2.5 million on TikTok. You've had 211 million views, but that was when I checked yesterday, so probably way more by now. And you've got you've raised a whopping 1.2 million for the Trussell Trust, which helps with food banks across the country through your 3 consecutive Christmas #1 singles. So I mean, guys, how do you even start to sort of get your head round what it's all been like from that very first post?
I mean, it's amazing, isn't it? It's been such a whirlwind few years, but yeah, look, I think it's been amazing. All the people that followed us on this journey, everyone that gets behind us, everyone that helps us get these #1s. Is, you know, it's a credit to everyone that does it and, you know, supports it for an amazing cause. But yeah, we you know, we like having a good laugh, and I like sausage rolls. I genuinely do. So it's just bringing together my loves, isn't it?
We got to just, we want to bring a bit of joy to the world and positivity. There's a lot of things happening in the world right now. So we just, it's what we like to do.
Now, obviously, the big question I go ask you is, are you going to go for the 4th one this year, which will make you a record breaker?
You know what? It's funny. Everywhere I go at the minute, everyone keeps asking me this. So
like, are you doing a song? Are you doing a song?
Yeah, I was literally in Greg's about 3 days ago, and somebody came over and went, "You're doing a song this year?" So everyone keeps asking. You know what? It's one of those things. I think if we can find a way to make it better than the previous years, if we can find a way to make even more money for the Trussell Trust, then we will. But it's whether or not we can. Can we make it better than last year? Can we raise more money? You know.
Do people want another song?
Do people want to hear my singing voice again?
I'm pretty sure they do, and yes, your singing voice is lovely. Yeah,
thank you. You're a great liar. No, you know what? If we can find a way to make it better and raise more money for the charity, then never say never. It's one of them. That's why we do it, and that's why
we're ambassadors. We're ambassadors of the Trussell Trust, and we feel like, you know, this year especially has been very hard for a lot of people, and I think they're predicting that 7,000 people are going to need a food parcel a day in the coming months. So, you know, it's very hard to hear that, but who knows? Never
say never. Exactly. Never rule out a sausage roll.
Never rule out a sausage roll. And if you do go for it and you get it, now I am not trying to jinx anything here, but currently you've got the record with the Spice Girls and the Beatles, who have both also had 3 consecutive back-to-back. But if you get this, you will have 4, which puts you bigger than the Beatles. How does that feel?
Wow.
I mean, we also need to remember that Adele's just about to drop an album anytime, and there's this little rumour of Ed Sheeran and Elton John. You know, I think they might have a bit of power in the charts.
Not to mention ABBA.
And ABBA, I mean, ABBA's back. So
yeah.
I mean,
it's not. I mean, that's going to be hardcore, really, isn't it?
Are you thinking this is going to be the toughest battle yet if you enter it for Christmas #1? Adele, ABBA, Ed Sheeran.
May the odds be forever in your favour, is what I say to that.
Yeah, the thought of them give me shivers.
I think
I hope Adele goes easy on me.
Oh,
this is what we need.
Sorry, he loves the fun.
I love it. That's fantastic. That's what we want to hear. We want a bit of cheering up. No offense to Adele. We love Adele. But she's going to be a bit of a downer on Christmas if it's anything like Easy on Me, isn't it? It's not what you want on Christmas Day morning. It's just looking back to some of your previous ones here. So, I mean, you obviously started, you got your first #1 in 2018. I got the pictures here. Then you got the next one. Oh, that's 2019 was I Love Sausage Rolls. And then last year was your next one on the last year's one there we saw with the Queen there. And you got Don't Stop Me Eating, which you re-released a second version with Ronan Keating taking part. Have you
say how amazing that was?
The legend that is Ronan Keating.
Oh my God, he's a good hugger.
No, it was amazing. You know what? It was so lovely to have him come and help out. He totally got it. He wanted to help out the Trust of Trust.
Oh,
and
he's a good man.
I mean, to have a musical legend such as Ronan belting out sausage rolls in his beautiful voice is quite something.
It's amazing that he understood our humour, and you know, he gets that it's for a great cause, and because of him we managed to raise even more money for the food bank. So yeah, he's an amazing man.
Were you a big Boyzone fan as well?
Well, I won't lie, I was a Take That fan, but I am a massive Boyzone fan. But to be honest, Ronan, it was always Ronan.
Yeah, it was Ronan. Forget Take That, you know, don't you?
Yeah, no, but
we're the same as me. We came from that where you had to choose which side of the poster from Smash Hits you were going to put up on the wall, whether it was Take That or Boyzone, wasn't it? It was like loads. Vicky Leyland here says, would you ever do a reality show? She'd love to see you, Roxy, on Strictly. Apparently you, Mark, not on Strictly.
He's all arms. He's 6'8".
Look, I'm gangly, okay? I'll happily say it. I'll happily say I'm gangly. You know, I don't know. Everyone always says Rox was Strictly. I don't know why everyone's ruling me out.
I would love to do Strictly. A lot of people say they want to see me on Dancing on Stars, which I think is the American version.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't know if I could contain my dancing. You know, it's all a bit freestyly and weird, and I think Strictly's all very beautiful and lovely. I don't know if they'd know what to do with me.
Weird is definitely the right word.
I'd love to do it, but I don't think I'm a contender, really. I don't think.
I think they would love it, and I think you'd both be great on it. Is there another reality show you both would quite fancy doing?
What else is there? What else is out there? Celebrity Jungle.
Nice. I'm a celeb. Yeah.
They've never done a couple in the jungle, have they?
They've never done
a couple on Strictly, although that would be
head to head. Yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it?
Not when they started out the show, anyway. Yeah, maybe by the end.
Yes, very true. Very true.
Tina.
Like, you know what, I wouldn't rule out any show. I'd do anything. Like, honestly, if somebody wants us to get involved and do a show, or I
would cry at the SAS one. I think
I'd
actually
Who
cry.
Dares Wins or whatever.
You want to see me cry a lot on that. My hips, I don't think after 2 children, I don't think they take.
I think it'd be easy. It's not enough of a challenge for me. You know what I mean?
It'd be far too easy for you, wouldn't it? Far too easy. You don't want to play to someone else.
I've grown up in Nottingham. All right, this SAS training, that'd be nothing. All right, so
how does that compare to like a Saturday night out in Nottingham going on SAS training?
Hey, look, I've got years of experience. I'm ready for that show when they want me.
He'd be crying within an hour. We all know it, right? He'd be ringing me up, Rox,
come and get me.
We got a question here from Mark Pinnock. I reckon Roxy and Mark should do a documentary like the Osbournes, A Day in the Life of Sausage Rolls.
Yes, that is fantastic.
What at home? What was it called? The Osbournes, isn't it?
Yeah.
At home with the
Osbournes. Can make that happen? Do it right now. I'll sign that contract today.
No, they don't need to see us at home.
It'd be great. That'd be amazing.
No.
You would be fantastic. You should also be in the New Year's honours from the Queen, says Alexandra Lawler. So your fans are, so I mean, you've done so much on a serious note here, and you know, it's and you're going to Pride of Britain this weekend after you were nominated at Pride of Britain as well, which is our Daily Mirror Awards. So are you looking forward to that?
Oh, it's amazing, isn't it? It's one of those. It's one of those things. We've sat and watched it every year at home, and you get there and you have a little bit of a cry, and you see all the amazing people there. And to actually be there this year on the red carpet, it's quite amazing. It's going to be quite emotional. I think.
Will be. I'm really proud, and you know what? The people who voted us to be on their mark, you know, I think it's such an amazing thing. in social media, you sort of, I think there's a lot of negativity, but it's so amazing that our positivity and what we've been doing has been put at the front there. And yeah, I can't wait to go. I can't wait to have a night off from the kids.
Have you got your eye on any particular celebs that you might sort of snaffle there to see if you can do a bit of a collaboration? See if you can get a quick word with them in the corners. Like, I'm quite liking this. You can get a few people onto your record for Christmas.
Right. Well, this is the main reason I took this today. Right. Who's going to be there? You know who's there. Who can you sit me next to someone good?
I'll have a word with the bosses. I'll say, right, okay, you've got to be sat next to you. I'll give you the little list afterwards. You can tell me who you want to sit with.
Email me that list. I'll pick out my seat. We'll make this happen.
I've told him he's not allowed to go over. He's not allowed to take a selfie. You've got to behave yourself. This is a nice evening. It's not about you. It's about people. Look,
it's going to be good. It's going to be good. If there's someone there, I'm going to go and say hello. All right.
Yeah, I love it. You got to. It's like now, obviously, one of the big things is so many great things that you do in your videos and everything like that. But one of the things we love most of all is your pranks on each other. And there's been some great ones. I liked the fake tan one that you got. I think we got a little clip of it where
Daddy's face. It's an orange.
Yeah.
It's what?
Turned orange.
Have you been mugged off?
Nah. What is it?
It's fake tan.
You're still laughing about that. It was brilliant. I mean, how do you come up with some of these? Like, how long do you spend sort of coming up with these ideas?
Well, that one I just was fake tanning myself, and I thought this will be a lovely idea for Mark. Switch it out; he'll never know.
you know what's amazing now for me? I have so many people that message me now on a weekly basis. People send me lovely messages. People go, "Hey Mark, I've got this idea of how you can prank Rox," and I'm like, "Boom, let's make that happen." So people are helping me. So this is ideal. So if anyone watching wants to ever help me prank Rox,
please don't.
Send me an email. I'm open to anything.
It goes the other way. Remember, it goes the other way. All right.
Great. And we got another message here from Sean Thomas saying she loves the lipstick ones.
Oh, that's now aware.
Everyone just loves it when you prank me.
He fell asleep. I put that little bad boy on. Honestly, 18 hours, it didn't budge. What a lovely. You look beautiful as well. And he had a Zoom.
And we got another one here where they love where Roxy was made to wear the rude Christmas jumper.
Yes.
I think a favourite of mine was with the new car that you'd got for Roxy. That was a lovely one.
I mean, we've had so many fun with cars over the years, but I mean, we always kind of end up getting one up on each other. But yeah, I mean, it started years ago with the Valentine's car when Rox put her face on my car, which is still like it. My car still has Rox's face on it.
Still has a face.
3 years on, so I drive around and it says "Honk if you love my wife" on the side, and everywhere I go, people are going, "Hey!" I'm like, great. So
my favourite was when you got the children's car. Let's have a little look.
Oh,
what is that?
Don't you like it? Look at it. Rox, it's your little tykes, your cozy coupe. The lovely red car you've been wanting. Rox, look at it. Look
at it.
Look, even little ones for the kids.
Well,
how good is that car?
It's lovely, and it's a convertible. Surely, if you just take the yellow bits off. Like, I mean, I don't know what you're doing.
In a petrol sausage, it was brilliant.
In a shortage of fuel, we were laughing. All right, we still had plenty of leg power.
You know what? I got so many messages from people going, "Where can I get that car?
Everybody
I need to buy that car." They all wanted one as adults. All the adults of the UK just wanted one.
Yeah, there you go. You see, setting a trend. We got another one here, Alexandra Lawler. My favourite is the very first video with the lunchbox toolbox, which was one of your most popular ones there. I think the other favourite is when you...
It's here. This is it here.
Yeah, in the background, you can see it.
That's the very first video that Mark ever did. And that was the one that went viral.
This is the one that started it all off. Yeah, this was the very start of Ladbaby. We keep it here, so it's always in the background of whatever we're doing. as a living memory of where it all began.
Where it all began, of all that time ago. Well, what are your favourite pranks on each other?
Do you know what? The recent one that I love, which is so simple, any woman or man can do it to their partner if they're annoying them slightly, is you wait for winter, you wash their clothes, you keep them wet, put them out in the frost.
I like it. I see where this is going. We've had a bit of a freeze on your end, but I think we can tee up to show another of the funny clips that you've got coming.
There you go. They should be dry now.
Why would you do that?
Hi guys, we're just trying to get you back as well, so we'll have you back in a second. I think in the meantime, perhaps we show one of your other picks. I think Rox, you've got another pick. You told us. Can we have a little look at that one?
I've said to Sam we'll keep it on for a while.
I can't keep this on.
You can.
I can't keep this on.
This is what love is, babe. It's when you love something and you just can't let it go. Let's just pan back. Oh look, you look good in it. Put your arm out like one of them sort of, proud of your car moments.
There you go. There you go.
We've had a power cut.
We've had a power cut.
Is that what happened? I thought
We
you
literally had a power cut. All the lights have gone off.
It's really
The whole house has gone out.
I thought it was some kind of theatrical thing that you were trying to do, like a little bit of the Bohemian Rhapsody style again.
Yeah, no, mic drop out. No, it wasn't that. The whole house has gone out.
I don't know what.
Oh my gosh, are you okay you're okay at the minute to carry on?
I mean, you can see us.
It's a Halloween.
It's a Halloween special now, yeah.
Special, thanks guys. Right, okay, we will carry on in the meantime. But yes, what do your family think of all of this, and all the attention you've got and everything you've done, the fame that's come with it?
Oh, I mean, you know what? They're also supportive of what we do. I think,
they're just used to it now, I think.
Yeah, it's like everyone sort of says with the, when me and Rox wind each other up and we have a bit of a laugh, people are like, oh, I don't think they realise we've been doing this for years. Like I was winding up Rox long before I started filming it. I just film it now. So I think from our family's point of view, they're just used to what we're like, aren't they?
We've always been like this. I think they're just like, oh, all right, let them get on with it.
They must love, like, your extended family must love coming round to your house for, like celebrations and stuff. Or do they now fear it because they think they're going to end up on the internet?
No. We normally let them off. We normally, hey! Oh! Oh! Hey! What's going on in our house?
This is not a prank or a ghost. I don't know what's going on. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I think they're used to it now. They they know what we're like. We normally let them off. We don't normally target them with the pranks.
And we don't normally film our family. It's just sort of us and the boys, really. Yeah. We haven't really keep their, they've got their own life. They're doing their own thing. They love their, so we kind of just do what we do, don't we? But Mark actually got my mum the other day. She came and stayed, and he put one of them fake snakes down the toilet.
Yeah.
And all I heard was a scream, and I was like, "Oh, Mum, I'm sorry."
There's times when you should prank, and probably times when you shouldn't. Not sure with the in-laws.
He didn't even film it. He was just doing it.
I don't even film it. I just do it to make myself laugh.
Just do it for a laugh. Just do it. Yeah, I'm sure that's going to be reflected in your Christmas present. No, Victoria Jones here says the prank I like is when he scares her on their anniversary every time with one of those shooter things. Which I think
So this is my favourite thing to do, right? I just like making Rox jump because she jumps so easily, right?
I am very. I have a nervous disposition where anything loud goes off, I'm like, and I have always been like
She's
that.
So jumpy, right? And so those party cones where you twist them and they're full of confetti, it's just it's a celebration.
Yeah,
so happy anniversary.
I love you. So
I do.
It makes it lovely, but at the same time, it's the scariest, most annoying thing?
I scare her with my love.
Oh, see that's romance for you. Let's have a little look.
Exactly.
12 years.
Baby, and if it's quite alright, I love you, baby. He loves it, yeah. You want to come with me? We'll go and do some more with Mummy.
And I think there's a lovely air horn as well that you particularly like.
Oh, the air horns. I mean, as I say, it's anything that makes her jump. So yeah, air horns are great. So yeah, following around when she least expects it, just a little.
And the kids love it now. The kids are
the kids love the cannons. The kids absolutely love the cannons because they're like just start dancing straight away. It's amazing.
I think we got another clip of that as well. Let's just show that one quickly.
Every time.
I'm gonna one day I'll just have a heart attack and die, and then that'll.
At least I'll go out laughing.
Me too.
That's a lovely way to look at it. Do you like? I mean, like you say, it's now been what 12 years you've been together. Like, is it the laughter? Is that keep you? Is that really important to sort of keep the marriage? To keep the romance going, what's the secret? Because you two seem so lovely together, and the boys, and it just seems such a happy family household.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's just having as much fun as you can and not to take life too seriously. There is so much to worry about in life. So when you have the opportunity not to and have fun, then do it. We went and got married in Vegas. We didn't tell anyone. We just went to Vegas and got married and had fun, and we zip-wired in our wedding dress and our suit. And we went to the Heart Attack Grill, and we just had as much fun as we can because life is short. And
when you've lost people or you've had people in your life that have passed away or whatever, I think me and Mark are very. I think over the years as well, like we've been at a point where we had nothing and we weren't able to afford to like put give the kids everything we wanted to do, and even giving birth and things like that. There's really serious moments, and people say to me, "Oh, wait, you're always so happy. What? How?" And it's like we've been through those hard times.
Yeah.
But me and Mark cope by helping each other get through it. With Mark will break. Mark is a terrible joke teller, terrible. But you know what? During labour, it got me through.
I got her through labour with dad jokes. I took out a whole book. Them out as she was in labour,
and I literally laughed myself.
And I was finding the worst ones, the worst dad jokes, and telling her them.
I was on gas and air at the time, so it wasn't
we all, but it got us through it. So it was worth it.
We've helped each other through. We do have hard times as well, and we have been in hard times. And I think laughter and it just makes you feel better about it. It gets you through it. And we're just positive people. That's the way we are.
Which is lovely. And I know that you're big supporters of the Headstrong campaign that we were doing a couple of weeks ago with just trying to get sort of better mental health for all people, because especially post-pandemic. We did a lot on this because the numbers have gone up so much. But what's really lovely about your story is when why you supported the Trussell Trust in the first place was when you were having a really hard time, in that lovely story at the supermarket when somebody came and helped you out. Like, just for people that might not know that, can you tell us what happened?
Yeah, so, me and Mark were working a job. We worked in London, we were full-time, and then we got married and decided to have a baby, and I got pregnant. And at the time, when we had our son, we went down to a one-parent income. So Mark was working, and I had to leave my job and career because I wanted. We couldn't really afford the nursery fees and the mortgage and all that, and we were both working and everything. So I did full-time, sort of looking after our son. Mark worked a full-time job, and he really got to see our son, like most people, for maybe about 15 minutes a night.
I used to get back for the bedtime. So I used to go out before he used to wake up, and he used to get back for bedtime. So it wasn't easy. From that point of view.
Like, people have to put their kids in childcare and things like that. And
Yeah.
So we were working, and we would pay all our bills and pay our mortgage and pay everything. And then at one point, I think we had like £20 a week to live on, which I know a lot of people do these days. So I would go to Aldi and I'd take a £20 note, and I'd go round like most people with my calculator, and I'd pick up all the things, you know, the nappies, the wipes. I'd get some pasta for us. There was not really, you just get the basics, you know, bread and milk. And then I just got everything on the till, and the lady was going through, like they do in those shops, really fast. And then it just tallied up, and it was like 70p over. And I was like, oh my God, you know, like, because I had a £20 note, and I remember thinking, oh, can I put back? What can I put back? I can't put back the nappies. I couldn't put back the wipes. And I was sort of panicking. I was like having a real panic. Oh, I'm sorry. You know, I was apologising to the guy behind me because I was holding him up, and I was apologising to the till lady. And the man next to me just went, yeah, love, like that. And I went, what? And he gave me £1. And I went, oh, God, no. I was very embarrassed, actually, at the time. I was like, no, I can't take that from you. He was like, take it. And I was like, thank you. If I ever see you again, I'll give you the money back. So I sort of put the bags in, and I just was very upset, really. And I was like, oh my God, you know, packed it all up, and I thanked the man. And I was just like, thank you so much. I got outside, and I was just a bit sad, because I thought Mark was working a full-time job, and not a bad job, you know, as a graphic designer. And I had been working a good job, and then we found ourselves with no budget. And I remember I rang Mark, and I was like, oh God, I can't, this man's giving me this 70p, you know. And because of that, we were able to all get what we needed. But I'll never forget that hard time. I never forget that blind panic of, I can't do this, you know. And actually that beautiful man who was just, sure, have it, like, what a great guy. And I always think back to that. No matter whatever position we're in now, we're in a very different position. I think, actually, I'll never forget where I come from. I'll never forget how that felt. And that's why we do what we do with the Trestle Trust, because I don't want anyone else to feel that panic. And we've been in food banks helping, and they've been mums, kids and dads walking in like us.
I think that's the thing, isn't it, with food banks? I think there's such a broad range of people that have to use them. I think it's about almost breaking down that stereotype of who have to use them. There's a lot of people that do have to actually work a job, and they still can't make ends meet after they've had to budget for mortgages and bills and everything. There is people that still have to use it.
I have nurses message me. They're working nurses, and they're like, I've had to go to a food bank this week. Thank you. I didn't know where my local one was. If it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't have known I could use that. And they're working full jobs. I met a window cleaner there once. He fell off his ladder. He broke his arm. He couldn't work for 6 weeks, and none of his family were alive. He had no one to help him through. So they're not just for, I think people are really prejudiced against people use it. We never used one, but you know what? I would never now be ashamed. If I lost everything, I'd go. I'd do it. It saves your life.
You're right. People assume that you know who's going to use it, but so many people, it's just so easy to end up in that dire straits. Especially when we now look at the energy bills have gone up, everything's gone up. We've had the universal credit cut a couple of weeks ago, and I think sometimes people don't necessarily realise that £20 to some people, cutting that is such a humongous difference.
It's heating or eating. People are either heating their house, or they're feeding their kids or themselves and having 1 meal a day, not 3, not a breakfast, or they're only being able to have one, which is typically what you see in a food bank. People are either going hungry or they're having 1 meal a day, and that's all they can afford.
And that really shouldn't be happening in 2021, is it? When people
in the UK, no.
It's mad. It's mad that that's happening in this country, and that's why we do what we do. We want a hunger-free future for everyone in the UK. We don't want there to be over 4 million children going to bed hungry, going to bed without food in the cupboards, and that's why we try and do what we can. We do our bit. We use our social media to try and make people smile and raise money for a great cause. So
we've been working with a lot of brands where we'll say to them, what are you doing? What are you doing for your local community and stuff like that? So it's good to challenge this around us.
Yeah, and to have those, so we had a nice message come up just there saying, you know, how great it has been here from Nicholas, and through hard times you've cheered her up so much. I think we had another one there from saying that you know, his daughter's used he's used some of the services in the local area but wouldn't have known about them beforehand. And here Victoria, £20, that was a huge difference to her, and the cuts, and so thank God she's got the food banks. You know, at the end of the day, it shouldn't be down to a charity providing food banks for people, as we all say. Oh, Alexandra Lawler's here saying, have you seen that man again who gave the £1 to you?
No, I never saw him. I always looked out for him when I went, but I never saw him. Never.
I think he'd obviously be chuffed to, you know that that's inspired this great movement, and how much you've given to charity. I mean, 1.2 million is absolutely fantastic from that. And obviously it's been half term, and I think you had your half term last week, didn't you, with the kids?
Yeah, it started. So we had last week and this week. So yeah, there's 2 weeks there.
Oh, is it 2 weeks? You can tell who doesn't have kids here, don't you? Like, have you come up with some new sort of hacks in order to keep them entertained?
Netflix is a fantastic hack. No, you know what? What's been nice is because the weather's still quite.
I love this.
It's still so mild. You know, we're still going out and enjoying outside. Like
pumpkin hacks. I've been doing that. You know, Mr. Potato Head. If you pop the Mr. Potato Head into a pumpkin, it looks like a pumpkin, and then they don't have to use sharp knives. That was always fun.
That's a good one. Yeah, that is a good one. I like that. It's like, I think we've got another one here of when you did a sort of Mission Impossible laser thing through the hallway. It's like, there he is trying to climb through there. Like, do the boys realise they're kind of like famous? Do you think?
I don't know. I don't know that any of us are famous. We're just, you know, we're popular online, aren't we? People like us, which is nice. But yeah, no, you know what? I think they're used to their silly mum and dad, and you know, they get involved. You know, our eldest Phoenix, he loves it. He's always dancing. He loves a bit of TikTok. He's always like, I've got this idea. He's always trying to frighten rocks with spiders. And our youngest ain't bothered. He just wants to go outside and kick a football around a third basketball.
Very sporty is our youngest, and he's not bothered. He's just like, oh, let him get on with it.
They're used to it.
They're good kids. They're good kids, and they're very humble, and you know, they love all the hacks, and they're basically Mark. They're always trying to do stuff, which is a little.
That's what we want.
I'm outnumbered.
I'm cloning them.
Exactly. You are outnumbered a little bit at the minute, aren't you, Rob?
I am.
Is there any chance you're, you know, another one on the way, even it out?
I would love it. She shuts me down. She says no more.
My factory's shut. I've been very blessed to have two. You know, I feel like I'm very lucky, and I genuinely, I've just started sleeping again.
I'd love a hat trick. I'd love a hat trick. 3 boys would be lovely, wouldn't it?
I started sleeping again, and that's how it's going to stay. So yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah. You're the one that has to do the hardest work when it involved in that, in the whole situation.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
If Mark could have it, then sure. If we do that sort of twins film, then you can go for it. But no, currently I'm out. No, I feel very lucky. I feel very lucky too.
I've got there's a message here from Kelly Rose. She says we got to get another song from you two, but include your new book character. So this is what I was going to come on to now, is that you've got this great new children's book which is coming out. Greg the Sausage Roll, Santa's Little Helper. Obviously he's a sausage roll. I mean, why not? No. So you've got this coming out, and I know it's already doing brilliantly in pre-orders. I think it's at like number 5 or something on the Amazon charts overall for adults and kids, and it's not even out yet. So fantastic. Now, both of you have talked about being dyslexic as well. So what's it like to now be bringing out a book like this?
It's so overwhelming, isn't it? You know, I think trying to get children inspired in reading at an early age is so important. You know, I think it was something that I always struggled with at an early age. I really didn't like reading. I really didn't enjoy it. And I think that's our way of trying to help, who doesn't love a sausage roll? Who doesn't love Christmas? And if we can try and inspire people and get kids smiling at that time of year, and I think that's amazing. And again, we're lucky that we've been able to partner with Puffin and WH Smith on this one. And for every book that's bought or pre-ordered, they're going to be donating a book to an underprivileged child in the UK. So trying to make sure every child in the UK has a book. I think there's close to 400,000 children in the UK that don't have a book. So it's amazing that this is having a little effect as well, and we're trying to spread that benefit there as well.
And it's amazing to work with like Puffin, who have supported us. We're 2 dyslexic authors, which has been an amazing process, to inspire people out there and not to give up on it. We're very visual people, and sometimes learning and stuff can be very hard. And we've tried to create stuff that visually makes people feel something and create something. And this book's the same. Like we always wanted to do something fun for kids. And I feel like this is something that we're very, very proud of.
The power of sausage rolls, yet again.
Exactly, yet again. Who knew? Now, I'm vegetarian, but I do like a vegan sausage roll, so I'm on board with this.
Okay. I nearly stormed off there.
I felt I had to confess to you, in case you saw somewhere else that I'd said it, and you were like, "What the hell?" But now, is this going to be the beginning of a series of children's books? Are we going to see more from you guys?
I hope so. I'd love to. I think it's one of those things. If this does well and people love it and people take to it how we hope, then we'd love to take Greg on more adventures. We've got so many ideas at Halloween and Easter, and Greg goes on holiday. I mean, if there's the appetite for it, we'll be there.
Oh, you're on the roll. You are.
You are. Well done. Oh, you two are great.
That was so hard. My brain was.
She's been thinking of that for 20 minutes.
I love it. It's like perhaps we could even see the animated adventures of Greg the Sausage Roll. I think you need to get talking to Netflix on that one.
Netflix, Pixar, DreamWorks, whoever. Ring me. Let's do this. Come on.
David Williams, watch out. Okay, if he's there on Saturday, you need to have a little word with David Williams. Tell him you're coming through.
We was in Alton Towers the other week and saw the David Williams world that he has within Alton Towers. It's incredible.
Greg gets his own sausage
roller coaster. Roller. Greg, come on, Alton Towers.
That's next. A sausage roller coaster. Yeah, the sausage roller coaster. I love it.
Come on, Alton Towers, me.
Alton Towers. In fact, if he's got Alton Towers, you go for Thorpe Park. See if you can get it.
Hey, love it. Yes.
I've got another question here. Kelly Rose says, Greg the sausage roll. Will he have a vegan sausage roll friend in the next book? You've got to be PC these days.
Hey, you don't know that he isn't a vegan sausage roll yet, do we?
Well, I don't know. Is he a vegan sausage roll?
Well, I mean, you'll have to buy the book and find out.
I love it, and also like after the book, which must be brilliant to see that and see it come out. I know you've had your book on hacks as well before, but with children's books, it must be great. What do the boys think of it? First of all, how have they responded?
Oh, they absolutely love it. Yeah, I mean, we've sit and read it at bedtime, and they're both got their favourite bits now, and they're trying to say the line before we get to it, which is lovely.
I was quite nervous though reading it to my eldest, because he's like
the biggest critic. He's the one.
He loves books. He loves reading, and he's like, "I've got my faves. Leave me alone." And I'm like, "Okay, let me just read you this. This is a really good one." He's like, "I approve." He loved it, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
It's quite sweet now. We've got. He keeps leaving me notes, post-it notes around the house where he's drawn Greg on them, and he keeps sticking them on the side of my bed and putting them by my car keys and stuff. It's quite sweet.
Oh, that's very sweet. That's very sweet indeed. And also the other thing you've got going on at a minute, Rox, you've got your In the Style range, and I believe are we allowed to talk about how it's going into Asda as well? And if we're not, I've just done it, so apologies.
Nothing's confirmed yet, so I don't know. But my In the Style range is going amazing. Like, it's so amazing to have feedback. Like there's a lot of, you know, because it goes from a size 4 to 30, you know, and fast fashion and, you know, fabrics and all that sort of stuff. It's been amazing. I design it all in the style, and they've been amazing supporting me through that. You know, they've allowed me to get away with some of the craziest prints in the world that probably isn't the most fashionable, but they love it and it sells out in seconds. Like it, you know, some of my collections have just sold out like the minute it goes live, because, you know, it's hard to get plus size clothing. Yeah,
amazing. She's doing really well.
It must be so much fun to do. Is that something you always wanted to do like fashion design and stuff?
I do have a lot of clothes that, you know, I love wearing clothes. I've always been a Primani girl. I've always been a, you know, online, all the big things. I've always done that. But it was a bit of a dream come true, actually. And I didn't know, I was very nervous about how it would go. But the feedback, if I go out, people are like, I love you in the style. And the other day, like, I get a lot of people coming up to me, but when I see someone wearing the outfit, I'm like, oh, she's wearing my Johnson.
We was driving along the other day, and there was a woman walking on the side of the road, and Roxy's like honking the horn, going, "Ah, you wear my jumper!" And it's going like that, like, "Who's that mad woman in the car?" And Roxy's like, "Ah, he's my jumper!" So like, it was honestly so funny. I'm like,
I haven't stolen the jumper; it's my jumper. What?
Yeah, I'm like, chill, Rox, chill, calm down, it's okay.
Amazing, like, he's really like, he's really supported it, and it's just been amazing. And there's something very exciting coming for Christmas. So that'll be coming out November, December. So
can you give us a hint what it's going to be? Is it a sort of more? Is it a party range or something?
It's absolutely not Christmassy, festive party at all.
At all. No, wouldn't be a Christmassy jumper. No, not at all. What does it say? And you were saying about it being going up to size 30 as well, which is fantastic, because I've been all sizes I've been every size. I pretty much got a shop's worth of different sizes in my wardrobe from all the range. But yeah, it is so hard to get stuff, you know, that's nice in different bigger sizes, and
I think it's not very easy to get that. Like it's amazing to have, you know, it seems to be that when it goes past a certain point, the colour all goes, and you have to go grey, black or white. And I just don't believe in that. Like, it's been amazing, some of the feedback of people going, because of you, I've worn colour for the first time. Because of you, I've worn a jumpsuit. Because it's made it more accessible for everyone, which it should be.
Which it should be. I don't see why there should be any difference once you pass a certain size, that suddenly, you know, we got Tracy here who said, "Rox, your clothes are amazing. I'm wearing things that I've never had the courage to wear before."
That's amazing.
Oh, bless you.
That's so sweet.
That's amazing. And that's why I do it. And I'd love to bring out more things. And there's some exciting things coming. So watch this space.
Oh, you two are just, you're adorable as a couple in the family. And I just think it's so great that you're doing all this brilliant stuff and making people laugh every year. So often. So it's, I've got a little quick game we wanted to play, which is basically a quick fire round. I'm going to ask you, I want to know, it's a bit Mr. and Mrs. So I'm going to ask you a series of quick related questions, and I want you to say who is the one that it applies to. So we've got 60 seconds. So first off, right, who out of the two of you, who's the messiest?
Me.
Rox.
Who's the funniest?
Mark.
Who's the more famous?
Oh, I don't know. Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix.
Who's the best singer?
Rox.
Me.
Who eats the most?
Me.
I
eat more than you.
I'm a 6'8" man.
I try, but I can't always.
Who's the most moody?
Me.
Rox.
Who's most likely to win in an argument?
Me.
Mark.
Me. Yeah.
Who's got the worst habits?
Rox.
Me.
What are those habits?
Oh, how long you got? I've only got 14 seconds. Jesus.
Run down the clock. Who's your celeb crush? Rox.
Oh, Magic Mike.
What, all of them?
All of Magic Mike.
Whole of Magic Mike.
All of Magic Mike.
What's his name? Tone Tatum.
The whole of Magic Mike.
And we've run out of time, but it's going to be some question to you, Mark. Who's your celeb crush?
Oh, I don't know.
Come on.
Oh,
Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie.
Yeah,
Oh, who
she's
doesn't
lovely.
love Margot
Even
Robbie?
I fancy Margot Robbie, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean Margot Robbie. Like, yeah, she's yeah. Oh, guys, you've been absolutely brilliant. Now, I'm very, very excited with what you've got coming up. And if there's potentially a Christmas single, how will you celebrate if you do bring out a Christmas single and get that 4th number 1? What are you going to do to celebrate?
We celebrate everything in the same way, with a sausage roll, of course. You got to celebrate with a sausage roll and some champagne. That's the way to celebrate anything in life.
And I think you should reach out to ABBA and see if you can do a collaboration.
Oh, can you imagine? Dancing Queen. Mate, it'd be well good.
Mamma mia. Yeah.
I love it. Is there anyone you would want to collaborate with? Anyone you want to shout out and say, right, you want to do a collaboration?
Stormzy.
You beat him on the first one, didn't you? You beat him.
I mean, I've never heard like a sausage roll rap, and I think he's the man to bring it. Do you know what I mean? I think if anyone can nail it, Stormzy's my man. He knows about sausage rolls. We know he's got a Greg's black card. He's the man.
He is the man. That is brilliant. Thank you guys so much. It's been a joy having you on and talking to you. And I can't wait to see the book and look at your outfit, everything there. So brilliant. Thank you very much, guys. And thank you everyone for watching.
Thank you so much.
Bye.